James Turner for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so we got some Diego Pacheco news, and I've always been a big fan of Diego Pacheco, and I've been following him throughout the duration of his career, and he's a friend of the program. Shout out to Diego Pacheco. We got some news about Diego Pacheco that's been reported. Now, it's two things. There's two things related to this matter. The first order of business is the fact that the IBF has formally ordered Christian Mbilli to fight Diego Pacheco. Now, let me say this because boxing fans sometimes can get these mandates from sanctioning bodies misconstrued. Just because the IBF or any sanctioning body orders a fight, it does not mean that the fight is going to happen. Fighters can decline to fight in that ordered fight. They can go another direction. It's just the first step in the process of making fights happen. So, look, as far as Mbilli versus Pacheco, I don't think that fight winds up happening. Just being honest, I think Pacheco is still young enough to where they can take their time with him, and they're going to take their time with him. And I think that the Matchroom and his team are gonna want to keep building him. Dave Benavidez Senior, they're gonna want to keep building him, and I think Mbilli right now he's probably closer to fighting for a title than Pacheco. Mbilli is also the kind of fighter that I think Top Rank from his side of things, Top Rank is gonna try to make him and Ryan Munguia. The fight that I think is gonna wind up happening for him is Ryan Munguia or like maybe trying to fight William Skoll. Now this is an IBF eliminator, so the winner could fight William Skoll. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do take the fight, but I just think there's other options for Pacheco, and I think that from the Mbilli side of things, Skoll and more importantly Ryan Munguia, because I think Ryan Munguia versus Mbilli is a great TV fight that Top Rank is going to want to do, and that's just how I see it. But the other piece of news when it comes to Diego Pacheco is the fact that also reportedly he's in negotiations for a fight against Trevor Mccumby. Yes, that Trevor Mccumby. The same Trevor Mccumby that gave us a really great fight against Caleb Plant, dropped Caleb Plant, had him ready to go. But then Caleb Plant showed the class of fighter he is and made the adjustment, fought on the inside. And, Mccumby ran out of gas, ran out of steam, and he lost. But Mccumby's stock shot to the roof in that fight. It was one of the most exciting fights of 2024. And sounds like they're ready to stick him back in there again against a good young fighter in Pacheco. And I like this fight a lot. This is a great fight for boxing if it does come off. I would actually personally, from an entertainment standpoint, I would like Mccumby versus Pacheco probably a little bit more than Mbilli. Not saying that Mbilli, obviously, Mbilli is entertaining, but Pacheco, Diego Pacheco, he can box from the outside. He showed in his last fight against Sulecki that he can even knock you out to the body. So I think Pacheco has different wrinkles and different skills that he's still waiting to show, and it's gonna take certain opponents to bring it out of him. I think the Mccumby fight would be great because Mccumby can box. He showed that in the Caleb Plant fight. He was showing the ability to feint. He was showing the ability to just be physically strong and mow him down and knock him down. So I think when you compare Mccumby to a lot of the guys Diego has been fighting, first of all, I think he's a fresher fighter than, let's say, a Sulecki, who we know is a bit long in the tooth and has been through some wars. Mccumby, I think, is also probably a lot hungrier than some of the guys Pacheco's been fighting. And I just think I really think it's a good fight. I really think it's an entertaining fight. I like the sound of Mccumby versus Pacheco. It's a fight that I think Diego can actually lose. Like and I don't think Diego's really been in a fight thus far in his career where I thought, he might lose this fight. I'm not saying that because Diego's fought some good fighters. Like he's fought, like Sulecki's a good fighter. He fought Manuel Gallegos, who just got a big upset against Khalil Cole. So he's fought guys that on a certain level are great wins for other people. But Diego Pacheco, I've always looked at him to be on a different level than a lot of his peers. So I don't think those are like the greatest wins for him, but they'd be really great wins for other people. So Mccumby is a good win. If he can beat Mccumby, because it's going to be hard. Mccumby's going to come to fight and try to punch a bunch of holes through him, and it's going to be a really fun fight. If he can beat him in sensational fashion, that's another step up. And then after that, I think, okay, you know, now at that point, Diego would have had, 21 or 22 fights in the pro ranks. Then he could fight maybe like an Mbilli. They could revisit that, or fight someone in the top 5, you know, because I at some point, you can only use age for a fighter for so long. If the fighter has had 22, 21, 23 fights, however much it is, and they've seen different styles and they fought in different countries and they've just had all this experience, at some point you got to take the training wheels off and put them in a fight against a legitimate top 5 contender. But in the intermediate period, I'm not against Mccumby. I think the Mccumby fight is a fight that is worth boxing fans' time, attention, even their money. Like if you're in the LA area and this fight winds up happening, I think this fight's worth your money, because Mccumby is I'm sure that there's some things he's learned from that Caleb Plant fight, and he'll come back better. And not even just that, he's a pro box fighter. And what have we learned about these pro box fighters like Angelo Leo, like Manuel Gallegos? When they go to other promotions, you know, they've already been match tough. They've already been put in tough. They've been active. They're match fit. They're match sharp. So when they get these big fights against these big A-side fighters from the big promotional companies like Matchroom, like PBC, like Golden Boy, like Top Rank, they're not like, the moment's not too big for them because they've been getting match tough, and he's no different. So yeah, that's the news. The IBF formally orders Diego Pacheco to fight Christian Mbilli, and Pacheco is reportedly also in negotiations for a fight with Trevor Mccumby. So I want to hear from you guys. How do you guys think Pacheco would fare against Mbilli if they did take that fight? And how do you think he would do against Trevor Mccumby if that fight actually gets finalized and they do fight next? I want to hear your guys' opinions on both those matches, because I think there's a lot of intriguing things for Pacheco in regards to both those matchups. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving Daniel. So until next time, thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterfield, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.